Okay, thank you. Why don't you tell him? You tell him. Okay. Uh, It's on, so I'll tell him. Wait. Also, gentlemen, there was a large explosion in Iran. We didn't have anything to do with it, but Maliki and his people might try to capitalize on this and lie about it. When he does, just ignore it. Let me send him the pictures. Where's the picture at? Crap. I got it. Done. Let me turn this off. Greetings, family. How you doing? Welcome to another one. It is Saturday, the 1st of January, 2026. We are KTFalways.com. Stands for Keep the Faith Always in Our Heavenly Father. And before we do anything, we always go to God in prayer. Come, 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 come and join me, okay? Abba, it is good to be with you again. I'm constantly with you and I enjoy it. I pray, Father, that you would again give me the strength, give me the words, give me the patience, give me the discipline that I can do this in a professional manner. And if I have to act silly every now and then, control me. But you know what? You don't have to control me when it comes to me telling others about your son. I tell others that your son lives. He died on the cross for my salvation, the ultimate sacrifice. And you lifted him from the grave 3 days later, and he lives. I tell them Christ Jesus lives today. I walk with him. He talks with me. He walks with me along life's narrow ways. He lives, I tell them. He lives salvation to impart. And they ask me how I know that he lives. I tell them, God, because he lives within my heart. I just thought I would tell you that. It is in the name of your son Jesus by the Holy Spirit that I pray. Amen. 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 Ah, hold on. Freedom 2. I don't want to talk about it. Freedom 2. Greetings, family. We're here to study the Iraqi dinar, and everything that I say to you is just strictly my opinion. It's like Grand Central Station. So much, so much information. Yeah, everything that I say to you is just strictly my opinion. How do you like my yellow shirt? Well, it's my opinion. Where were we? What was the last thing that happened last night? Maliki, huh? Maliki was told by us where to go. And the results from that has caused a cementing effect for the monetary reform. It's always been moving forward, but it has had its hiccups. It has had its proponents that are against it and delaying and whatnot. But I dare anybody to get in front of it right now. Let's look at our report from our friends, okay? Busy day. No, I can see you. Golly. Come on, this has to come to an end somewhere. Oh my goodness. You think I'm kidding? Look where I'm at. I'm only at 10 o'clock this morning. And what do the other gurus tell you and teach you? By the way, did I not put a shout out yesterday for the gurus to get a hold of me if they wanted to talk to me? That many called. Good luck. Good luck. Let's keep going back. When did I finish with you? 6? I think it was around 6:30. Bless you, Jan. We're only at 11:15 last night. Let's see how far more we can go here. How about here? Right here. Yeah, let's do somewhere around here, family. Why don't we go ahead and start at that okay. Yeah, because we finished at 6:30 last night, I believe. So look at here. 7:30 we're picking up, okay? Now you know what was happening last night. You know how Malachi was being a pain and refusing to step aside. But I also told you that I told my friends, let the smoke clear. How many times have I been wrong with you? Oh, but no, Mr. Frank, this is for real. He's going to be in there. He's going to destroy everything. Okay. 7:26 last night. The Kurds still don't have a candidate, so the parliament will decide the issue for them on Sunday. Bingo. What did you just say, gentlemen? The Kurds still don't have a president, so Parliament is going to solve the issue for them. Did I not tell you that? Did I not tell you that if they don't come up with a candidate to nominate, that we'll put one in for them? Voila. Next report. The news is showing that the United States Special Envoy Mark Zavia has not been dismissed from his duties. You are right, Mr. Frank, with your report that you sent to us 2 days ago. Yes, Mark Zavia, for some reason, Maliki and his frame party decided to lie and say that he had been replaced because he was doing illegal things with Maliki and Trump was upset. None of it is true, like you said. We were believing it was true because Maliki was saying that he was going to be the next prime minister. And that's why we kept arguing the issue with you. But you were right. He is still working on the job. He is taking care of some issues behind the scenes, but he has not been dismissed and he's still working on the ground and having formed the next government and to help and to form the next government. That's what we're there for. And to form the next government and help Iraq to succeed. That's right. For those of you that insisted yesterday after my UB2B calling me and sending me texts and emails, and, oh, how wrong you are, Frank. Look, I mean, can't you see? What are you, moron? You can't read? Look what it says. Savaya's been kicked out. I mean, what's wrong with you? Everybody has it. Everybody knows it. All the other gurus are talking about it. But why are you so stupid? To them, I say, I'm not stupid. Next report. Sullivan is saying that the meeting with the United States ambassador, remember when we told you that he sat down and he talked to Maliki for hours? Well, today, with that Maliki for hours, today, actually, Maliki, he is saying and asking, please, whatever conditions, he said he'll sign any paperwork, whatever conditions the United States of America wants of him, he'll sign the paperwork and he'll do whatever needs to be done in exchange for letting him to be the prime minister. I told you, gentlemen, that those 4 hours were not to make him the prime minister. I told you he was begging for his life. Now you tell me that you know it as of today. That's good. That's good. Now let's continue together, okay? Yesterday, 11:15 in the evening, the third report for today. TBN will be recovering 200 billion dinars which were violated from our country, but we'll get them back within 2 years, they said. That's encouraging. Mr. Frank, your favorite economist guy is on television and he's doing it again. He's got a beautiful report and he says, quote, solving the dollar exchange rate crisis requires restoring balance between supply and demand. Yeah, it does. He also said this word of weird from post political analysis. He also said this that Hazim Hamad suggested on Saturday that the parliamentary session to elect the president of the republic is scheduled for this coming Sunday. He said that it would be postponed until further notice. We warned you, Frank, that Kurdistan was being stubborn. We told you that they could plug the entire political process into its most severe deadlock in years. You know how I do this, family? I read these reports to you, and then I respond to these reports, right? Let me just keep on reading them, and then I'll tell you when I respond to all of this. Continuing with the next report. We got a real good one for you, Frank. We got a real good one here for you, Mr. Frank. The coordination framework has just come on television and they're saying that they are counting. The framework says they're counting on the United States President Donald Trump to change his mind about Maliki. Please, 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 we show our top, please, please, please. Yeah, they're on TV right now, and they're saying this. They're counting. They are first. Maliki was begging, please, man, please give me something. I'll do anything. I'll sign anything, man. We'll sign on the dotted line. I'll sign on the crooked line. I'm used to it. I'll sign on any line. Please give me. Don't hurt me. We're not gonna hurt you. We just want your ass out of here. Hey, no, I don't want to go. Yes, you are gonna go. Okay. Television today said that they're counting on the United States of America's President Donald Trump to change his mind about Maliki. Ha! That's what they're counting on, and they're not going to switch candidates, they said, or anything. They're being defiant to Trump. We're just waiting for him to change his mind. That's all they say. That's what they're putting out on television today. Can you believe that, Frank? Now, he is also saying right after that, he says, there's a very high possibility that tomorrow's session by Parliament will be postponed due to the current stubbornness. For us to work and put together our government. Yeah. To put it in, it's because of some severe constitutional delays. Shut up. You don't even have any idea what you're talking about. Continuing. On the positive front news, Frank, the news on Channel 1 is showing us that Japanese company Nissan. Right. That Nissan is starting a new adventure here in our country to help our economy. So Nissan is coming to our country right now, Frank. Isn't that great? Now my turn. Good morning, gentlemen. Let's look at your report. First of all, Parliament, like we suggested, would bring up the third and final Parliament if the Kurds continue to delay. And sure enough, it sure looks like that's what's probably going to happen by Sunday. I do hope we get this government set by at least by Tuesday of next week. Now, concerning Mark Savaya, like I said a couple of days ago, I never talked about him. Concerning Mark Savaya, like I said a couple of days ago, I never talked about him because I knew it was a bunch of nonsense, lies. Yesterday, I explained it to our KTFA family why Maliki did that. Because, what? I cannot be the prime minister? No. So he pouted, he went back, he did an emergency meeting, and he says, we're going to create lies. He created a good one, too. Mark Savaya is a bad guy. Yeah, yeah. Mike Savaya and I, we're together. We're stealing. Yeah. And Trump not like that, so Trump fired Mike Savaya. And you got a lot of people in the United States of America that are following some really stupid gurus on the internet, and they think it's true. Oh man, so many people are calling me, and it just threw up my phone. Give me a second, family. I have to find where I was at. Oh, we really got a good one for you. He also said the high probability to no parliament on the Oh, and then we continue on the positive front. News. The news is showing Japanese. Oh, that we told you about Nissan. And then I said, "Good morning," and I'm hoping and I hope by next Tuesday we get. Now, concerning Mark Savaya, like I said a couple of days ago, I never talked about him because I knew from our intel that Maliki had created this fake story. He was so angry, gentlemen, that Mark told him, "You cannot be the prime minister. You cannot even be the dog catcher. You're lucky if you're alive, and we're going to show the evidence to the Iraqi citizens how evil you are." And oh my goodness gracious, you talk about getting your diaper wet. Whew! He panicked. He's like, I got to do something about this. Mike Savaya is a bad guy, like just like me. He's with me. What? It didn't work, Sudani, or it didn't work, Maliki. Okay, you can't even be the dog catcher. You're lucky that you're alive, and you are going to show the evidence to the Iraqi, and they're going to show the evidence to Iraqi citizens how evil you are. You know, I've had a lot of people that communicated with me over the years, and they tell me, Frank, why do you like Sudani? It's not that I like Sudani. We got nothing else. Well, why do you think? Why do we have Sudani? Why do you say Sudani's a good guy? Because he's the only one that's still obeying and moving forward. And then they said, but Sudani, he's just like Allah. He's just like Maliki. You know, he supports Iran. You know, you shouldn't be supporting Sudani. I know to a degree, but can you give me somebody else? And it turns out we still got Sudani, but we don't have Maliki. That's for darn sure. You can't even be the dog catcher. You're lucky that you're still alive, and we're going to show the evidence to the Iraqi citizens how evil you are. Well, of course, that scared him. Well, of course, that scared him. It angered him. It angered him. And like the little coward that he is, he created lies about Mark Savaya because Mark Savaya told him to go to hell and don't come back. So concerning Mark Savaya, I know he's there. I know he's not going anywhere. And I know what he's going to do next, in my opinion. Give me a second. I went to 5 different sites. Not a single word of what we tell you. How do these sites exist? Because they don't know about us. Frank, the Kurds there, we told you the people to watch out. Remember, we said that the Kurds were going to cause this type of problem, just like Allah. And of course, everybody knows that Maliki, he's the main reason for all these delays. Now I continue. Now I read where you say that Maliki told Mark Zavaya, I will do anything. That's kind of gross. I'll do anything. Please, I'll get on my knees. That's what bothers me. I'll, I'll do anything it takes to be the prime minister. Well, like we suggested, gentlemen, he can go to hell and be the prime minister of hell. I mean, that's where we told him to go. So why doesn't he just be the prime minister of hell? I mean, because that's about it. There's nothing else for him. President Trump has already made it very clear Maliki has no position in the future of Iraq. We do. We, the United States of America, we have a future with you in Iraq. But Maliki has none whatsoever. And that is what Mark has delivered to him and his parties. They are angry about this. And they're going to create as many false lies as possible to create confusion and chaos. But I'm counting on you, gentlemen, to lead the Iraqi citizens away from the evil called Maliki. No, I understand. Gentlemen, tell my favorite economist I said hi. Tell my favorite economist I said hi. And of course, we need supply and demand to increase the Iraqi dinar, and that's what the CBI, along with the United States Treasury, is trying to accomplish in your country right now. Thank you, Frank. Basically, Malically begged. He begged. Did he get on his knees? Probably. Did he get up off his knees? We don't know. We took off. Basically, Maliki begged at the U.S. ambassador yesterday. He'll he'll do it again. He'll put it in writing. Whatever you need to do, whatever you need to do, consensus. I will do it. And he says he says he knows he's about to go to jail. I didn't read this. He'll do it. He will put it in writing. Whatever you need to do, consensus, and says he knows he's about to go to jail. They told him. This is intel. He's about to go to jail. So he knows he's going to be held accountable. So that's why he wants to get into bad. Oh, probably bad. Oh. I mean, here it is the first time. I told you this on Maliki. I told you Maliki's in big trouble. I told you Maliki this, hit the road or you're going to jail, buddy. And now, wow. dun, 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 dun. Can touch this. Oh, that's good. Just remember, Frank, Maliki was telling us that was telling that to the United States ambassador, not to Mark Zavaya. He wasn't there. It was our U.S. ambassador. Oh, I don't care. I don't care if Savaya told him. I don't care if our ambassador told him. I don't care if Bullwinkle the mouse, the moose told him. They're all from America. Now, my turn. As far as the Kurds being stubborn, gentlemen, with the third president, again, who cares? Again, who cares? Who cares? Because Parliament will just appoint one. I mean, and we saw that earlier too. And to be honest with you, you think that the Kurds are going to give up their representation, their opportunity from Kurdistan to represent them? No, they're just being a pain in the ass. That's all they got. That's all they got. The president did, and if not, trust me, we will just take care of it. I know it makes things sound. I know I make things sound so simple, but again, when have I been wrong? Ooh, that sounds egotistical. But let me put it this way: when have what we have shared with you, when has it led you astray? When I make it sound simple, but again, when have I been wrong? When with my opinion? We are sitting your next government. That's all there is to it. Continuing, you say the framework is counting on Donald Trump to change his mind about Maliki. You say Donald Trump. I can't help it. This is funny because it's it's just desperation at its best. You say the Frame Party is counting on Donald Trump to change his mind about Maliki. You're right, gentlemen. That is extremely comical. In all seriousness, that is the sound of a desperate party, isn't it? You really think that we're going to change Donald, or they're going to change Donald Trump's mind and support evil? Tell the Frame Party to go get a stupid stick so I can hit you with it, stupid. Go get a stupid stick so I can hit you with it, stupid. Oh my goodness. Ah, well, okay. And then they respond. They say, "Well, to be honest with you, Mr. Frank, I mean, in all honesty, we highly doubt that it will even be enough to have a quorum this coming Tuesday." Oh, I see. This is going to go on, like it did back in 2022, and almost a whole year before we finally saw the president. This is the perfect storm, but they can mess it up. He should have already had the change with the third president. Sudani. He did not do this because he knew the political turmoil that he's trying to please, like Maliki. And now it's just it's just theater. It's it's gonna it's we it's going whatever. We talked about this weeks ago with you, sir, that this would happen, a collapse for us. So I'm just saying that it's not looking good, and it's looking more like we said that this will be at least a year at this rate compared in 2022. They did not pick the president back almost for a full year back in 2022. Oh, gentlemen, I tell you, I don't. I'm sorry, I just don't think that way. You know what I mean? I don't consider negative things. I don't believe in a no-win scenario. Everything I've told you has come true. And here you're worried that they're not going to give you the president, so that means everything is going to collapse. Oof, I'm sorry, I don't think that way. Then I respond, and here we go. And as far as the high probability of canceling Parliament tomorrow, well, of course they will. I'm more concerned about next week, Monday, Tuesday, whatever happens with Parliament going in the direction of forming the government. If they don't give us a president, so what? We'll give them one. Frank, we hope and pray that we are wrong. But the Kurds, they don't like Maliki. And I believe they're going to keep on playing around with these games, you know, about not giving us the final president so that we can have the prime minister, which they don't want Maliki to be. So Maliki has always been cruel to the Kurds. Maliki has always been cruel to everybody. And yeah, that's why Kurdistan is not giving up the president. But don't worry about it. Continuing, with my comments. Nissan is a powerful Japanese company. The Japanese are perf- perfectionists when it comes to their currency, when it comes to their money. They are brilliant mathematicians. They are calculating with a new exchange rate of your currency, in my opinion, because if they were calculating with 1320, they would be losing millions, if not billions. So here's another example, and this one's from Japan, that your new exchange rate is coming or waiting for you. Nissan is not in the business of losing money. And Nissan is building all over your country. Once again, gentlemen, the Kurds are just angry. They are not against you, Baghdad, against you, Iraqis. They are not against the monetary reform. They are just being children for as long as they can, because everything other than what the monetary reform requires, like the new president, will simply hurt both sides if not given. This is nothing more but a political waiting game that is actually rather ridiculous. Next report. Neil. It is very no. Let's forget that one. Copy the copy that, gentlemen. Maliki was talking to the U.S. ambassador. It doesn't matter. The ambassador told him the same thing. Oh, I see. They were trying to tell me no. This came from your ambassador, not from Mark Zavia. To which I say, copy that. Maliki was talking to the U.S. ambassador. It doesn't matter. The ambassador told him the same thing that Mark told him. The same thing that Mark told him. Go to hell. It is so embarrassing to see a full grown man getting on his knees and begging for his life. But but he's begging for power. He's not begging for life. This is extremely humiliating. Very shameful on Maliki's part. Just go away. Just go to hell. They respond. We haven't seen any postponements for tomorrow's meeting, so hopefully we still have a chance. They'll have permanent meetings, but I doubt that they're going to have to wait. And I'll let you know as soon as we find out. We're just going to be later today to see what they say. But we have not seen any cancellations that we have heard talk of, but not actual cancellations yet. So we got a little slight hope for tomorrow, huh? No. Continuing. I have no idea. Shoot, I said idea. Now, I have no desire, gentlemen. I have no desire to talk about 2022. I do not live in the past. I live with Donald Trump's plans of Iraq's future and for the Middle East and to make Iraq great again. Maliki has nothing to do with that. The end of Maliki talk, thank you. Now, gentlemen, I know the Kurds don't want Maliki to be the prime minister. That's why they're a pain in the ass. But again, listen to my famous words. The ones that say once the smoke clears, and I believe it'll clear next week, because I know, in my opinion, what we're going to do next week in Iraq. I said in my opinion. You say you haven't seen any announcement about the cancellation for tomorrow? Don't worry about it. You don't have to see it. Of course they're going to cancel it tomorrow. But it doesn't mean anything to us. Don't worry about it. You don't have to see it. Of course they're going to cancel it tomorrow. But like I told you, I'm focusing in on next week. Pray with me, gentlemen, that next week shows us the new government that we seek. Frank, we're hoping for tomorrow, but if they cancel tomorrow, then you won't see it either next week. Yeah, I know. Then you won't see it either next week, because it's going to also then take a while, and it's got to go through our constitution. Okay, and then I say to them, "Well, that's a good point, gentlemen. That's a good point." But I counter it by saying, I don't care what they do. I care what we do in your country. So let's see what happens. You actually still think that they're in control. Not Sudani, not Iraq, not Iran. They're not in control. Continuing with their reports. Mr. Frank, we've been talking here, and so what they got together with the guys, the executives. Mr. Frank, we've been talking here, and they said that there would be a surprise last week. Remember that? And we had the things that did surprises this week. Yet it's still the possibility that we might have the meeting tomorrow with Parliament. With no idea. Remember back when we had the current prime minister, when he got his job, his block was not the largest block. Yeah, but he joined up with the coordination framework, which then became the largest block, and they accepted Sudani. They accepted him. So the reconstruction and development joined with the coordinated framework, and that became the largest block to let him in. There is word, Frank. There is word. And that's why you're telling me that it's possible for tomorrow. That's why you're saying this. Now, there is word, you know, and they use the word scuttlebutt. Did you see that? But it comes out scout a bug. Scout a bug. Oh my goodness, that's funny. There's word and scuttlebutt that the development reconstruction are going to drop out. Whoa! Yeah, and the front coordination framework, and that would not have, they would not have the most seats, So that's just the rumor. Now we have no idea about that, but that's the latest that we heard here. It could be the thing that the development or reconstruction would join up with another liable group that would like our current prime minister back. That would become the largest bloc. So it's just talk. It's rumor. Who knows? It could be. I mean, I don't know, but it could. And if it does happen that way, well then tomorrow. I mean, I don't know, Frank. I mean, it could be. Who do you think put the rumors in the streets? It's my show. In my opinion, the following. Gentlemen, I'm going to step out of my comfort zone for a moment, and I'm going to tell you something. The reason I don't care about all this politics and rumors is because, in my opinion, or at least I would like to suggest to you all that we, the United States of America, right now, as you breathe through your lungs, we are in the process of removing Malachi and Alak because they are loyal to Iran. And that's too dangerous for your monetary reform. They shouldn't have been playing all these games. The evidence that we have against them is bad. There's a chance for Sudani, but there is no chance for Alak or Maliki. I now go back to my comfort zone. Wink. Look, just take care of each other. Take care of each other. It's a yellow shirt. Omar says, a while back, Frank, we also see and we watch what they do, right? Isn't that what we do? That's what we said, right? Well, we just saw the contracts that you told us about. We just saw contracts, uh, and it seems that companies uh, are signing contracts, contracts that were signed 10 years ago. We see Germany, we see Italy coming in with contracts today, and we saw Japan with Nissan. I'm sorry, it's too late, man. Do you understand? Contracts have not been signed yet. Mr. Frank, well, I already read it to you. And we see Germany, Italy coming in with contracts today. We saw Japan with Nissan. And I don't think all those would be coming in if it was a big threat. So it could be some type of smokescreen. You have a lot. You have a lot, family, that's being thrown at you right now. I may stop pretty soon. Let me, and I said to them, yep. I said, yep. Gentlemen, read this article because this is what we are telling Malachi. When we were sitting at the table for 4 hours, when they were sitting at the table for 4 hours, and to be honest with you, I'm a little surprised that he did this very quickly. The because we cut a deal with them, but I'm very surprised that Malachi, surprised that he did this so quickly. The deal was you can live if you shut up about the prime ministership. So I guess he wants to live. And the article is in final article thread. Maliki Al Ani News, a source, and that's a trusted source. Maliki withdraws from the race to form the Iraqi government, and the crowd goes wild. No, and the framework is exploring alternatives. Keystone cops running around, bouncing off of each other. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Make a deal with Trump. That's it. There's nothing else. And you know something? I really thought that Trump was going to tell you, nah. But I got a feeling he's going to listen to you. You started crying 2 days ago. Yesterday, you begged him. He might tell you tomorrow, all right, what do you want? Be careful with what you want, okay, Iran? Anyway, so yeah, Maliki withdraws from the race to form the Iraqi government, and the framework is exploring our alternatives. January the 31st, 2026, a well informed political source confirmed that on the Al Anin news on Saturday that Maliki, the head of the state law coalition, informed the leaders of the Shiite coordination framework of his decision to withdraw from the nomination before he gets his ass blown up from the position of prime ministership. He said that the announcement of not running came after a meeting that he had with the acting U.S. ambassador in Baghdad, Joshua Harris, who directly conveyed to the U.S. president's latest message to Maliki. What was the message? Stating that the United States, quote, will not interfere in the process of forming the Iraqi government, but will boycott the next government if Maliki proceeds with his nomination for my prime minister. Yeah. To which my friend said, well, now that they hadn't seen the article, that's the best news yet. That's the best news, man. I think the U.S. gave him some cash and he took it. He gave him some cash and he took it. I want you to relax, gentlemen. I want you to be at peace with God. God is in control, not the evil that has dominated your country for so long. Now, no, 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 no. We did not give Malachi any cash. It was the opposite. We took the cash away from him. He's not happy about it, but it was many other things that maybe someday I will be able to tell you about. Until then, please trust in the things that I am telling you. Next week, I am looking for that government. Frank, if Malachi is gone, then the Kurds will pick the president tomorrow. Gentlemen, do you understand what I'm telling you? Frank, we do. Also, Frank, oil reserve profits, do you? Also, Frank, oil reserve profits all go to New York. Still, the money talk, if Malachi backed down, then the pressure got to them. Then they give me a full report on this Malachi stepping down. Yes, multiple credible outlets today, January report Malachi candidacy has collapsed under the direction of the United States pressure. Al Amin News itself didn't appear in the search results, Frank, but Shafat News, CBS News, and others confirmed the same core development. I wouldn't trust CBI or CBS, but anyways, Frank, Trump's explicit threat to cut off the U.S. support forced the coordination framework to reconsider Maliki, and internal sources say he has stepped back. This is on CBS News Channel 1 here. Copy. Continue. What today's verified reporting confirms: number one, the United States of America pressure was direct and explicit to one source, the coordinated framework and Maliki's people. Multiple outlets confirmed that President Trump publicly, privately warned Iraq that if Maliki becomes prime minister, the U.S. will withdraw all supports. And two, Maliki is viewed by Washington as an Iranian proxy. Is that what you want in your backyard, Sudani? Continuing, Frank, this matches the message that you described to us that was being delivered by the acting U.S. ambassador. Number two, the coordinated framework is now reassessing Maliki. They don't need to reassess, they need to run. Shafat News reports that the framework held an emergency meeting again today to rethink Maliki's nomination because of the U.S. oppositions. Hell yes, you better rethink it. This is exactly consistent with your snippet, with your report file number, whatever, saying that they are exploring they are exploring alternatives. Point number three, Maliki's position became untenable across the reporting. We send you three points, Frank. One, Trump called Maliki's return a very bad choice. Number two, the United States signaled it would boycott any government formed under him. Number three, analysis warned Iraq could face financial strangulation. Oh, analysis. I love that word. Analysis warned Iraq could face financial strangulation since the United States controls Iraq's dollar flow via the Federal Reserves. This is a News Global Now reference source, Frank. Yeah, yeah. Maliki, you reading this? This is from the same leverage that you're referencing to in the files you sent us, the kind of pressure that makes a candidate choose life over prime ministership. Ooh, gentlemen, bravo. Well put. That's better than the way I put it. I put it, hey, you want to live or not? Point number four. This conflicting public message excuse me. Point number four, conflicting public messaging from Maliki. This is what you expect, and this is why it's important that you pay attention to that. Maliki has said, no, okay, I'm out. But Maliki is going to say tomorrow, oh, okay, I'm back in. Then his frame party will say, yeah, he's back in. Then the next day he'll say, no, we're out. This is the stupid game that they're playing. So, how do you deal with that? Now that we know that Trump has made it very clear with the ambassador, with the envoy of Mark Savaya. Number four, conflicting public messaging from Maliki. While internal leaks say he has withdrawn, Maliki publicly rejects the United States pressure and called it a violation of sovereignty. This is on Al Jazeera's news, Frank. Number two, this is a classic political face off trying to save face. He is privately stepping back and publicly acting defiant. Your snippet fits perfectly into this pattern, Frank. Continuing with the report. So, is your report to us, is your snippet credible, Frank? We break it down. Yes. It aligns with all major reporting today on Shafat News 1, CBS News 2, ABC News 3, and other regional outlets 4, all confirming Maliki's candidacy collapsed because Trump's message was delivered directly and forceful. I respond, gentlemen, would you agree with me that the smoke has finally cleared? Enough for you to understand that Maliki is not part of your future. Therefore, your security and stability is where it needs to be for your new exchange rate. By the way, you know the sound that you hear when you step on a cockroach? You know, that crispy, squishy sound? Well, I think we just heard it from Maliki and his party. Oh, and by the way, Eddie, here's a chicken leg for you, okay? Yes. Amen, Frank. And thank you, President Trump. Thank you to your president. He just saved us from the disaster because Maliki, if it's true that he's back, will you stop it? Then he would have killed many and he would have stole much more. And then we would have stayed at 1310. You just can't get rid of that sticky bubble gum off your shoe, can you? Get it off the bottom of your shoe. Throw it away. Everything I've told you is coming about, right? And what did I tell you that I'm interested in? Next week's government formation. Yes, okay, so I read that. Then I respond, well, that's the part I just read to you that they said. And I said, yeah, and the best is yet to come. They say, that was the best news ever, Frank. Thank you for sending that report to us. We have heard, yeah, it's true with with the things that are going on with Maliki. We have to really think about your president because if it wasn't for your president, these goons, yeah, these goons. If it wasn't for your president, these goons over here would have put him back in. And we had the same issues that we would have had in the previous 8 years with him back in, because he killed many. He killed he murdered thousands of people for speaking up against him. So he would have kept everybody at 1310. That's why he stole dollars. So it's just amazing. But it's all looking good now. If that's the case with him, stepping outside, which it looks to be, which it looks to be. Gentlemen, I told you about a classic by Edgar Allan Poe. I think it was Edgar Allan Poe that wrote, "These were the best of times, and these were the worst of times." But I didn't tell you that that novel was talking about the times of the Middle East and around the world. That's why I tagged that book for you. And What I want to tell you is maybe I'll tell you privately. Yeah, we know Maliki killed thousands of people, and he would have kept us at 1310. And that's why he stole the dollar. So it's just amazing what we're seeing. It's almost hard to believe what we're seeing, but it appears to be. Gentlemen, Shakespeare once said, "To be or not to be. Your monetary reform is to be." Trust me, we're there. Your nightmares from Malachi will no longer haunt you. You have to forget about Malachi. You have to focus on being leaders of your country. It's just numbers. Say when. These numbers then. Okay. We still don't see that officially on our news what we were talking about yet, Frank. But uh, about Malachi, but we're looking for you. But they did say that the dinar did strengthen again today. This is now going to become, like you say, a pattern. Our dinar strengthened again today against the dollar. It's the first time in a while. It had dropped below 1500 and it was at 1490. So it's coming down. It's at least coming down as lower at some places, but it's coming down closer to the official 1310. Frank, Omar says that this made the news from The Economist still waiting on the main media. So basically, this is around about about 15 minutes before I got on the air with you, family. So basically, Maliki decided, yes, to withdraw from his nomination for the Iraqi prime ministership. He had a meeting with the U.S. ambassador embassy here in Baghdad, and they indicated that the United States would boycott any government with him at the helm. After that, he decided to step out and avoid internal chaos and let the coordination framework choose another candidate. So that's where we're standing right now. That's exactly where we're at. Everything that we have been talking about, it is affirmative. Now, your friend that you asked us to go see, he, I know. Let's say that he said some things like, for example, about if he said if Sudani was selected, this would be better. Yeah, exactly. It's like plug and play at this point, right? He already got the pieces in place. So if they just slide, Sudani back in, then they can get the ball rolling and focus on the economic and monetary process. uh, makes it just simply makes a lot of sense. So he's encouraged, he's happy that Maliki is not going to be the prime minister. Also, television is showing that the coordination framework is still sticking with Maliki. What I say is still sticking with Maliki. Our national media over here hasn't said anything, and we haven't seen anything on Baghdad News Channel One uh, news channel. It's just just these little so-called rumors that we see, and the one that you had about Maliki stepping aside, but they are on TV saying that they're picking Maliki still, but we know better. But we know better. We know better than that. No, don't give us that garbage, because that's what I said they were going to do. They're windshield wipers. That's all they are. But we know better. It's still probably just fake news. And we also wanted to say to you, Frank, that the people still talking bad about us on the internet, but who cares? and we're going to take the high road. Oh. It's not that they're talking bad about you, Omar, Eddie, Sammy, Neil. It's that they're talking about you. What you share with me, they steal it. I showed like about 30 different pictures a couple days ago, gentlemen, where my face, my name, my everything. Even Claire's a guru. But yeah, we wanted to tell you, Frank, that they're still talking, saying bad things about you and us on the internet. But who cares, right? We're gonna take the high road on that because we're gonna be respectful, and we know that the reason that one of the guys over here said, "Don't feel bad, gentlemen. Don't feel bad, gentlemen. If people talk about you, it's because they talk about. Don't feel bad if people talk about you." Because don't feel bad if they talk about you, because if they talk about ourselves, nobody listens. Not sure what that means, but gentlemen, there is a guru. Oh, somebody just sent me something about a guru. Hold on, let me see if I can see it. Frank, this person says the Ripple digital dinar is over $7. Oh yeah, I know who said that. I know she said. I know when I saw it, I go, oh, girlfriend, what are you doing? Yeah, I saw that. Thank you, area code 585. I saw that, yeah. But anyways, listen, gentlemen. Yeah, I appreciate that you're taking the high road, with bad people on the internet. But I want to tell you something. There's actually a guru on the internet. I kicked him out a long time ago. I know, whatever. But he is telling people it does not matter who the prime minister is. What? Oh, what? Say it again. It does not matter who the prime minister of Iraq is. What? One more time. It does not matter who the prime minister of Iraq is, Sudani Maliki. It does not matter. For those of you that are following the person saying that, you better run. Somebody's not educated enough, I guess. Oh, well, whatever. So, yeah, then I said, gentlemen, I'm sorry I got a little busy, but in responding to all of your last statements, you're now I am concerned about now concerning Malachi. Please, it's over. Okay, it's over and done with. He knows that he has to step out of the way because if he doesn't, we're going to arrest him. I think that cat's out of the bag, man. I think I don't think we have to worry about that no more. I mean, everything I'm saying is in my opinion. Okay. Eventually, you'll read this opinion somewhere. We don't have to worry about him. I mean, seriously, if he doesn't get out of the way, we're just gonna arrest his ass. That's it. That's what we told him. Okay. So don't tell. Hey, don't tell anybody I told you that. Yeah. Don't please. It's over and done with. He knows he has to step out of the way because if he doesn't, we're gonna arrest him. Now, don't tell anybody I told you that. Okay. LOL. Let's just say that that's my opinion. So trust me, like you trust me on other things. Maliki is not part of your government. He's not part of your future. And our military, well, let's just say that we are watching everything. Our military is not necessarily just soldiers. Our military is watching everything concerning your monetary reform process, in my opinion. um, I have a report from Walking Stick and Aki. If I would suggest that you gentlemen join me. I don't, and but Maliki and his people. I also want to show you something, gentlemen, that happened in Iran, And it is possible that Malachi and his people are going to try to capitalize on this, let alone the internet. Let alone the internet, okay? But I believe it to be a lie. It's not like it's AI, but I believe this, the information is a lie. So it turns out that there was a massive explosion, and they are reporting it as saying Iraq, massive explosion reported at the air base in Iraq. Regional tension exchange, it's growing, it's horrible. Now, when I saw that, I thought, oh my, that plume. Oh dear God, I hope it's not a dirty bomb, but it didn't take long, but simply a phone call. Walking stick. Yes, Frank. You see this? Yeah. And I end up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 pages from Walking Stick and Aki, and also on this nonsense. I shouldn't call it nonsense. Let's start with this. You can see that it's labeled that it was in Iraq. And you can see that it says an air base. The enemy wants to create chaos for the monetary reform. They don't want security and stability. They don't want stability. So let it be known that more than likely this was an accident that occurred in Bandar Abbas. Bandar Abbas is one of the port cities in Iran. They had more than likely a gas explosion. I think we'll learn more as we walk into tomorrow. But it has nothing to do with Iraq. It has nothing to do with the enemy of Iraq attacking Iraq. The borders are secure, and that's my point. Speaking of the borders, Aki, how is the monetary reform going? And you know something? How long have I been with you? We started at 4:30. Yeah, 5:30, almost 6 o'clock, an hour and a half. Man, that's too much. But this is a long report. Aki talked a lot to us about Malachi. Please don't be upset, okay? You have enough tonight. Let me just save this for tomorrow. I'll give you a little outline. Frank, one of the things that Aki is really expounding on is that your Trump, he is going to rebuild our country. And he's going to start in the northern part of Iraq. And in return, he wants us to remove the CBI governor with some Iranian files we've got here. Aki is waiting for the word. Still sitting there. Aki said, it's not a bad thing to get rid of Maliki or Locke. It's not a bad. So let's just leave it at that. And tomorrow, see, the borders are really secured. Aki had something to do with that. So we'll give you these 5, 6, 7 pages tomorrow about Aki, and for that matter, Walking Stick's point of view as well on what's going on in the formation of the government. And for that guru that's out there saying that it doesn't matter who the prime minister is, again, be careful who you study with. That has got to be the most ignorant statement on this subject in the universe. It matters tremendous. It is. Shut up. Never mind. And as far as tomorrow you're going to see. Well, we still nominate him. Who, Maliki, for the prime ministership? Who cares? You can nominate him, and he'll just sit there nominated for the rest of his life. Who's going to vote on him? Nobody. As we start to wind down, give me a number, Tank. Oh, bless their hearts. Thank you kindly for being with me tonight. It's very nice of you. I appreciate that. What if I give you some other things? Like, for example, so it was the ambassador. No, it wasn't. It wasn't Harris. It was Joe. It was Joe Wilson, who also talked with Maliki. And then Joe Wilson puts this out. Check it out. Representative Joe Wilson to Iran's puppet in Iraq, to Nori Maliki. You are insulting President Trump. Try that out. Test your luck and see what happens. Free Iraq from Iran. Free Iran. The coordinated framework has decided to move forward with Maliki as their candidate, they said once again, defying the president's messages. That was pretty cool. They came out, really? How did they put it? You are insulting President Trump. By the way, in our final article threads, you have all the articles all lined up one after another. about this issue with Maliki, get out of here, and about the issue of tomorrow, the president. There's so much that occurs in my day. Some of the things I can remember, some of the things I cannot remember. But I believe I've done everything for that I wanted to do, except one last thing. I want you to listen to a bank story. It's short. It's just a recording that they left for me. What's the number? I see it. Thank you. Here we go. Listen to this, family. First of all, I need to cover her name, so hit play. Um, okay. And I'm with you for 19 years with this investment. And I called Chase Bank in Florida, Kissimmee, and they said that they are exchanging dinar 3%. 3% exchange for the dinar to the US currency. I have to really get in touch with you because I've been listening to you actually from your start with Ken. So can you please give me a call when you get this message? My number is no. We done. So this is a beautiful sister, and I called her and I said, "Sister, what happened?" She says, "I go and they tell me." I say to them, "I like to talk about the foreign currency." Okay, which one? And then I say, "I like talk about the Iraqi dinar. Do you do anything with it? Hold on, please." And she goes and she looks on her computer and comes back and says, "Yes, yes. We have just started to deal with it. We can exchange it. We can sell if you want." Oh, excuse me. No. We can only exchange it, and if you want help, now we'll help you. Or, and she smiled really big, we can help you when you're ready. Thank you very much. My Jamaican sister was so happy, man. She's like, "Wow, Frank, all these stories I hear, for real, huh?" "Yeah, but you got to get lucky to find them. That's all." I said, "Congratulations, you got a place." Then tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, you know how I tell you, "Hey, babe, what about that letter? Did you print it out for me? May I have it?" You know, tomorrow I'm bringing you another bank story. It's comical. The guy's cracking up. The guy's laughing on the phone with me, and he's telling me who he is, what he does. He says, I'm a CPA, Frank. I'm just a CPA, man." Yeah. But the things they told me on the telephone. Who called you? It was Chase, yeah. It was JP Morgan. What? And the things that they said to me. Oh, okay. Well, I'd be curious. Thank you very much. So he'll be on with us tomorrow, and he's going to tell you the things that they told him concerning the Iraqi dinar. this investment company, the J.P. Morgan people. Well, yesterday in an email, and it's funny because the poor guy is telling me, "Frank, I can tell you what's in my pocket. I can tell you what's in my savings account. I can tell you what's in my drawer. I can tell you." And when they was talking to me on the telephone, no way. And then I said, "Let me ask you something. How many dinars do you have? And if you don't want to tell me, just put me in my place, you know." And he says, "No, I tell you. And then he tells me, and I said, "That's why they talk to you that way." He says, "They told me." They told you what? They told me they know I have dinars. What did you just say? They told me that they know I have them. Get the freak out of here. Man, every day it just gets even more and more and more with the intel, isn't it? I mean, the truth is just coming out in every direction. Yesterday, my wife and I, we get this. I said, print it out for me. We're offering you a complimentary investment consultant. Yeah, it's free. It's just, like a complimentary cup of coffee. A cup of coffee, Frank? I don't like coffee. My wife likes coffee. Can we offer your wife a cup of coffee? What are you going to offer me? Well, we would like to say that we're inviting you to schedule your complimentary consultant with a financial advisor. Now, this financial advisor can schedule you, and here's the times and the places, and we can even meet if you want. Okay, and we can do this and then we can do that for you. We can do this for you. We can do this. We can even do this for you. Oh, that's fantastic. Okay, all right. Yeah, alrighty. So how do I get a hold of it? All you gotta do is just fill out this form and don't do and hit enter, and we get a hold of you. I don't have millions to invest. No, but we know you got dinars. In my opinion, is what they're saying. Anyway, so yeah, let's see what this gentleman has to share with us tomorrow. It'll be interesting. I am done. If you study the Iraqi dinar with me, c'est la vie, adios, auf Wiedersehen, sayonara. After a while, oh, that is my water bottle. After a while, crocodile, and all that good stuff. And if you stick around for aloha, oh no, my battery popped out, Tank. Hold on, don't move. Got it, I got it. Did you hear it? Look what I bought. Where's one? Where? Yeah, but where? You see another little gnat? Let me know. Let me know. I am the gnatmeister. You got one? Where? You push the button. Oh, okay. You're killing them all. There is I don't know if it's a man or a woman. Wow. There's a person in Australia, and they really, really got a kick out of the lithops. So yeah, if you study the Iraqi dinar with me, I'm done. I'll see you tomorrow at 4:30. No, tomorrow's Sunday. Yeah, 4:30 tomorrow. I'll see you at 4. I'll see you at 4 because we have church service, fake church service at 5 o'clock. First Sunday. It's the first Sunday. That's right. So it's a prayer conference call, which is at 5 o'clock. So we'll be on at 4, and then the prayer call at 5. Please go to it, okay? Praise God. Praise God for what you hear from us. But anyways, yeah, I'll see you tomorrow at that time. And for right now, there is a person in Australia, and this person likes the lithops. I think they're in back of me. Let me see if I can get out. But yes, but what I wanted to do, Jan, is show them the baby lithops. Oh yeah. Let me see if I can get down there. Hold on. Gotcha, guys. Here, under the light. You see these, family? These are baby lithops. Oh, look at that. He's trying to. Oh, look at that when he busted through. Look at that. You're so tiny. Oh, look at those. They're coming through. I'm so proud of you guys. But sometimes I got to push them back in. There you go. Now, these lithops are actually succulent cactuses. But what happens is that they'll grow. They'll get to be like the size of my thumb. And I showed them to you before. Come over here. Look at how they're growing. How beautiful they are. This is interesting, isn't it? They bifurcate. You see that right there? They split and they come up with another one. There it is right there. Ooh, that's pretty. Interesting. Fascinating plant. Fascinating cactus, I guess. Ah. So what was the title of our UB2 today? What was it? You're fired. You're fired, Malachi. And the last thing I want to do is show the family. This came in the mail. What, honey? Get away from the lights. Is that better? No? To the individual that sent us this. That's so sweet of you. Thank you kindly. It is going to be treasured by me, that's for sure. The reason why I'm going to treasure it is because it's special to me. And you made this with your own hands. Oh, the glare. Maybe next year, huh? But what's interesting is that here you can see this artwork, that whatever it is that she did by the beads. It's either beads. It's more of a tapping, because look at the back. You have another view, another picture of it. This is kind of like a 3D dimensional picture of it. Pretty cool. Detroit. I like it a lot, man. Almost matches my outfit, almost. Yeah, Malachi, you're fired. Get your ass out of here. I'll see you tomorrow, family.